Hey, I'm Aja A, and welcome to Sunshine Haze. Don't forget to check out all the links that I have listed down in the description box, and if you like the video, please give me a little thumbs up. If you have any questions after the video is over, feel free to drop them down below. I try to respond to everyone. And if you all know people interested in astrology, numerology, tarot, or whatever I'm talking about on this channel, go on and send them this link. And don't forget to hit subscribe. And of course, thanks for tuning in and rocking with me. May this info help y'all live your best lives. Peace. Hey y'all. Welcome back to my channel, SunshinehazeCo. I'm Aja A. This is a retrograde video in true retrograde fashion. It's not going up before the retrograde started. We're like halfway in, but what better time than it started or put the video up, right? So this video is about the Uranus Retrograde. And you know, I spent a lot of time researching how to pronounce the planet because you know, like most of us, we've been saying Uranus for years. It's Uranus. It's actually not even Uranus, it's Uranus. So this is the Uranus retrograde. I feel fancy now that I know how to say the word. Which started back in August, on August 11th. It's going through the beginning of next year, January 10th, 2020. So it's about 5 months long. And this retrograde is in Taurus, which is at its fall. Uranus is at its fall in the sign of Taurus, which I'll talk a little bit more about that a little bit further into the video. First, let's talk a little bit about the retrograde energy period, so to speak. So when a planet goes retrograde, it stations and passes back over points that it's already gone over. So, excuse me, I just got something to drink and already I'm like, my throat. Excuse me. So Uranus entered Taurus back in March of this year, and it's actually going to stay there until 2026. And during this time, it's actually, well, starting in August, it's actually passing back over points that it's already passed over. So that is what we consider the retrograde period. And during the retrograde, if you watch my videos, you know that I consider that a time to reflect and correct. So a big reflect and correct energy here with the Uranus retrograde in Taurus. Uranus is an outer planet. It's considered a social planet, and with those social planets, they affect us more on a subconscious level, and they're a lot more slow moving, which is why it's staying in Taurus until 2026. So for about 7 years. Uranus is the planet associated with science, electricity, innovation, technology. What else do I got here? Rebellion, freedom, and ideas. So Uranus can be looked at as kind of like the aha planet, like the Eureka planet, okay? And Taurus, which is, and you'll understand a little bit later, but you can kind of probably pick up on it now as I explain Taurus to y'all. Somebody said, I need to get clean. That scared the shit out of me. Said I need to wash my body. Whew. Well, I'm awake. Taurus is the bull, very stubborn if you know any Tauruses. It's Venus rules, so there's a love aspect there, passion. Taurus is all about the pleasures in life, sensuality, and putting in work, moving forward, but working for gain. And you know, you put in work to receive results, and that's big Taurus energy. So those are the two energies coming together for this retrograde period, or with this placement. So let me briefly talk about what types of energies we have been and will be dealing with for the next couple of months with this Uranus. Trying to be fancy as shit, and I still want to say Uranus with this Uranus retrograde. So with the Taurus energy, we're looking at really indulging in our passions. The retrograde is showing us more innovative ways to approach our goals. So with the Taurus energy, we have this, okay, these are my ideas. This is what I want to see play out. This is what I want to happen. With Uranus coming in, it's like, okay, well, you've been doing this, but that where has that gotten you, right? Try this. Uranus is rules Aquarius. Aquarius and Uranus go together. That's what I'm trying to say. So, you know, there's that innovative, that spark, that intellectual perspective, perceptive energy, pairing with this Taurus energy of these are my ideas. This is the work that I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to charge forward. So giving us really this time to reflect and correct, and giving us innovative ideas on how to get to where we want to be. And with Uranus being in retrograde, it also brings in this energy of not giving a fuck, of, you know, kind of being very individual, being, you know, taking the initiative and really making our plans and making our goals play out no matter what anybody else thinks. It's really like we're going to be carrying around this, like, I don't care, like, this is what I want to do, this is what I'm going to do, and this is how I'm going to do it. I thank you for your suggestion, but I don't think that's going to work for me, or I've already tried that and it didn't, so thank you, but this is what I'm doing, and I don't really care if you approve or not. That's the energy coming in for us over these next few months, and that has been popping up for us over the past few months. So if you've been in those spaces and places, understand that's kind of a little bit of a cosmic influence coming in for you, okay? As Uranus is the planet of rebellion, we're going to be dealing with a little bit of restriction with this planet being in the sign of Taurus, especially in regards to our comfortability, in regards to where we're comfortable. So for those of you that have kind of been doing the same old thing, or going through the cycles, or going through the motions because you're comfortable there, even if it's not what's best for you, you're going to get shaken up during this time. You're going to be shown this does not work for you, this hasn't been working for you, and now you don't have a choice but to make changes. So unexpected shifts, unexpected changes in regards to the physical, because we are dealing with Taurus, which is an earth sign. So in regards to your foundation, in regards to your finances, in regards to your living situations, in regards to your families, because those are foundational themes. I say this in a lot of my videos. If you want to see different shit, you got to do different shit. You got to do different shit to get different results. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. This Uranus and Taurus energy, especially during the retrograde, is saying, okay, you've been being insane, so let's get innovative, let's get swifty. Do y'all watch Rick and Morty? If you don't watch Rick and Morty, you should watch Rick and Morty. Let's get swifty and do something different. Let's do something that hasn't been thought of in order to get ourselves out of our comfort zone, because being in our comfort zone is what's actually keeping us from our growth, okay? Also, we'll be seeing advances in technology. This is a yearly thing, but right around the middle of this retrograde period, here comes the iPhone 11 Pro, or the iPhone Pro, or whatever the hell they're calling this one, with the 3 little alien eye cameras on the back. Advances in technology, and other phones have been making advances too, but I feel like iPhone is the easiest one to reference. So we're going to be seeing more usage of this as Uranus stations direct in January, but you're going to be seeing things start to pop up. A couple of people that I went to school with, well, one person I went to school with back in high school, I saw her post something the other day about how I think they shot a music video. I'm not sure, I haven't watched the project yet, but I think they shot a music video with the iPhone, the new iPhone, and from what it sounds like, it's really dope. So we're going to be seeing a lot more usage and a lot more things like this happening as Uranus stations direct in January. Also, with this retrograde being in a sign that's ruled by Venus, there is this aspect of love. So with this reflect and correct energy in regards to, you know, our ideas and our freedom and innovation, and, you know, just not being restricted, we're looking at, you know, what love actually looks and feels like to us, and what we want it to look and feel like. Some of us may be putting ourselves out there a little bit more, be trying to try something different with our partners, especially in the bedroom. I feel like I have to say that, put that out there. Also, maybe shifting your perspective on love. So this is a retrograde period. For those of you in relationships, I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, you are trying to reignite some sort of spark within your relationship, or for some of you, you might be looking at, okay, well, this was fun, this was cool, but this is actually not what I want anymore. So let me start to do away with this. Reflect and correct. For you singles, people that aren't really involved in too much or dealing with anybody on a serious level, might be putting yourself out there, might be more into dating, more interested in dating, or more interested into making or forming a connection with somebody in regards to what, again, love looks like and feels like for you, okay? And I did earlier talk a little bit about Uranus being at its fall in Taurus. This is not a very powerful placement for Uranus, which is why things may seem to be very, I have a little slow moving in my notes, but they may seem to be very slow moving, almost stagnant for us during this 5-month period. But that is that Taurus bull energy. But with that being a challenging or conflicting energy, it's important to be able to harness the positive energies of the sign. So with it being the Taurus, bull, stagnant, I'm gonna do my own thing, you can also tap into that. Let me keep charging forward, let me keep doing what I want to do, let me keep putting energy into that, and you'll actually start to see the change really implement for you in the physical, or you'll actually start to see it become more evident in the physical once this planet stations direct in January, and for sure once we're out of the shadow periods around January, February. A lot of changes in the physical for a lot of us, especially in regards to what you've been trying to see play out for yourselves over these past few months, okay? Briefly want to talk about the numerology of this retrograde. It started in 6 degrees on a 22 day. So the number 6 is the number of perfect harmony. So we're bringing in this energy of returning to alignment and exponential growth. And it happened on started in a 22 day, which is the most powerful number. It's the master number. 22 is considered the master builder. So this Uranus, in regards to our ideas and innovation and, you know, becoming less restricted in the things that we want to do, coupled with this Taurus energy, we're really bringing in confidence and ambition in regards to our goals, and actually putting in work on those goals and making them happen so that we can actually see them play out, okay? It's also sorry, I have an important note here. I have 3 stars by it. It's also an important time for looking at our happiness and how we're getting to it, and also what work needs to be done in order for us to be living our best lives, okay? That's why I have 3 stars next to it, because when it comes to living your best life, that is the most important thing. It's ending on a 2 day. No, sorry, it's ending on a 6 day in 2 degrees. So we've got that 2 and 6 energy. And I didn't even notice that when I did these notes, but it's reversed. There's no 22, but you've still got the two energy there. Which again, a number of harmony, of balance, of peace, of cohesion, and then 6 is that perfect number of alignment. So once your Uranus is direct, it's going to really bring in this refreshed energy of new ideas, and also bringing in this energy of, you know, filling and being in the space of living out our dreams and our goals. I think this retrograde, although it's it's an outer planet and it's affecting us more on a subconscious level, I think this is a really important one for us this year. I think it's important because it has a lot to do with how we're going to be living our lives in 2020, which, let me just also drop, is a 22 year. So, you know, it's a lot of things changing, a lot of things coming in for us, a lot of work for us to be doing, and once we get to those spaces and in those places, we'll be able to really reap the benefits of what we've sown. And I think that this Uranus retrograde is really contributing to that, and so that when we get into those spaces, there's a positive outcome, and it's very successful for us in terms of what we feel like we want and what we've wanted to see play out. Okay, I just said all of that, breaking free of our restrictions to live in our best lives. So that's really what this energy is coming in with, or what this energy has been bringing in for us. People with natal Uranus retrograde in their charts, they tend to have past life restrictions. Also, they tend to have this type of personality where they might be afraid to be themselves, or they might have gone through spaces or times in their lives where they felt like they had to stifle their true personalities. It might be slow to update their technology. I'm reading these notes and I think I have a natal Uranus retrograde, and I'm like, oh, this is me. I had my iPhone 6. It was not a 6. I had my iPhone 6 for 3 years. I only got a new phone because the plan I was going to wouldn't allow me to keep that phone on it. So I think I might be talking about myself. May not be fond of change or unexpected change, and they may be very introverted. So that is kind of the shadow aspect of this Uranus retrograde. And for those of y'all that have Uranus natal retrograde, just you expect to feel this and expect to see a lot of changes. For those of you that don't, you can expect to be feeling that type of energy, and just keep in mind when those energies are coming up, that is that cosmic influence of this retrograde planet, okay? So this retrograde period with Uranus and Taurus, I think the most important thing is to take careful consideration and full analysis of the way that you are approaching your goals and the way that you want to see things play out for yourself in the physical, okay? So yeah, that's it. That's all I got for this one. I was gonna say that's it. It's only 6 minutes. I forgot I stopped and started recording again, y'all. I was about to be so proud of myself, but that's not what happened. So thank you guys for watching. Check out the other retrograde videos in the retrograde series, link down below. And yeah, I think this is a good time to kind of look at what's been going on over the past year for us. So also check out my 2019 tarot forecast for a little bit of reflection and introspection. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.